Greetings and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play The Outer Worlds with me, Ryan Plays Games. When we left off last time, we helped this gentleman here get a little book that he wanted, and we made our first steps into the Halcyon world, or territories. We are in the town of Eastwater, and we've been asked by the town administrator, as he calls himself, to go and make these deserters come back to the town by essentially depriving them of safety and electricity, which we're not really too fond of that idea. So we'll see how it happens and what happens, but we'll see. Not really too fond of the idea of doing that.
Almost lost a finger in the
I would like to find some form of shop. Vendor. Oh, the only vendor is in the cantina.
You're not a... Oh, I almost forgot. Plague got you... Coming around.
Nope, she has nothing. Okay. Ammo is scarce. Unfortunately. We want to go out this way. Salt tuna. Let's go. Right, so we got to go and find I can't remember what he called it, the Arbitorium or something. Is that a marauder? It is indeed. Oh, there's another one. Whoa. God damn, this is unforgiving. I have like no bloody ammo either. Oh, heavy ammo, thank God. Okay. I think everywhere you go there's just marauders just hanging about. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I've been in here. I've been in here. Right. Community centre. Oh, you'll be past here before. We'll go in this time. See what it's all about. And there's marauders everywhere. Holy. Okay. Oh man, she's down already. Oh. So many. Oh, Jesus. So many in there. I don't remember where I last saved it. Whoops. Oh, I saved it before we went in. Thank the Lord for that. Well, she didn't die so fucking easily. Maybe we can bypass some people. Oh, there's a guy right there.
Don't mess with us.
And they didn't even notice. Good. Did they notice? No.
Incoming!
Ah, damn it. Okay. So another one down. Jeez Louise. So much armor. Well, at least we got the majority of them down now. We can save it here. First aid room key. Bypass shunt, weapon parts. Oh my god. Okay. Tactical shotgun and a hunting rifle. I like the sound of this. Let's try that out. Oh my god, getting some really good items here. 238 DPS. Sword off shotgun. I think I've got some armor as well. No, don't need that. Bard. Vending machine. Space's Choice automated sales units. Let's sell. Oh, I can't sell. Damn it. What's this? Buy. Have some of them. Okay. Compass. Just leave. Yeah, okay, we don't want to leave yet. Okay. Goodbye, homies. No, don't want that. Is this the first aid room then, I guess? Or is it here? Bard. Well, how the hell do we get in there then? What are we missing? we missing? What's this here? Oh, it's a museum. Very strange. Ah, here we go. Nice. Getting lots of stuff. Okay. There's a good little haul. Let's get out of here. Right. The marker is this way. Oh, sorry, I knew that sneeze was coming for ages.
That's clever.
What's in here? Combat drone. Wow. Plasma rifle. So I don't know how to fix that. This journal here alludes to after sneaking parts out pardon me, after sneaking parts out of the industrial sector for a couple of days, I think I finally have everything I need to build my own flying death machine. However, upon closer inspection, I'm not entirely sure all of these components will fit together properly. It's not like the board would build their mechanicals with custom tooled parts, right? Everything would have to be modular for all these mechanicals to run efficiently. I'll tool around with things for a bit and see what I can put together. After a few hours of experimentation, things are starting to come together, but I still don't have it down to an exact science. For instance, there's something wrong with the memory processing core and I can't seem to sort out. When I tried to install it, the unit made a loud buzzing sound and refused to respond to any feedback. So essentially, maybe it's alluding to the fact that we can use it at some point, but presently, we cannot. What about if I whack it? No, nothing. I'm all about this plasma rifle. Damn. Let's save it. I'll die a lot. Ah, the botanical lab, that's it.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
We don't take kindly to your folk round here.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
You and me both. I'm trying to figure out how I can repair my ship.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
Not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry about it. I'll find her.
Honest. I'll tell you what I can.
Any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You snooped around in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Okay.
What is it?
Well, let's not steal anything while we're here. Don't want to upset anyone.
You hungry? We got canid ribs. Something
Well, I'm told one of your numbers gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on the day that she disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Well, Mr. Garcia, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. Tell me a little, was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Okay.
Something I could...
Let's trade.
Fresh off.
Sell. Sell all this crap that I've got. Got like 3 assault rifles. I don't want the sword off either. Revolver can go. All the trip blades can go. This can go. Another revolver. Don't want that. Mace. Most of it can go really. Grenade launcher. Do I want it? Yeah, I guess I can keep that. Right, where's Zoe's house? Let's make it our active quest. Sounds interesting. Right, we're right next to it. So that's in. So that's it. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. And would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I always hated the cannery and I don't think I'll ever have to look back to this journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, did hate the Vale once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenaline. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility in surviving by one's bootstraps? Oh, but you must misappropriate 1 box of adrenaline and suddenly you're committing larceny. Okay. Good news, I'm alive. Starting to feel a little better too. There's a group of deserters living out in the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow some food, or something that passes for food anyway. Adelaide boiled a pot of something green and leafy and told me to drink it twice a day for my symptoms, I suppose. Tastes atrocious, but I've been feeling better. It's nice to be away from the cannery. The labs have just enough power to run an ether wave, so I've been catching up on my serial dramas. Masked Marketeer, What Would I Do Without You? Go crazy most likely. Crack up, murder all my neighbours, run screaming into the hills like some wild marauder. I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad. I could see myself leading a cadre of marauders, a band of bandits. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Band of bandits? What would we call ourselves? The Formidable 14? The 100 Hooligans? Featuring Zoe, the Bandit Queen. Oh, today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk about the marauder threats. Band of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of barrel fires, probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me, living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organised. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some Adrena time too. Everybody loves Adrena time, even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of Adrena time before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm going to have a whole gang of marauders at my beck. Maybe I can score some Rizzos. Okay. So this girl's a bit stupid, really. But we'll go and help her. Regardless. If she's still alive, that is. Some marauders here.
Okay, keep him quiet. Here we go.
Ooh.
One.
Ah. Damn. Oh my god. Oh, I'm dead. Jesus. God damn it, they're hard to kill in groups. No wonder this is hard. Okay, let's try that again. This plasma rifle's really good. Let's try again.
In a jiff.
Maybe we can just avoid them. Primal Nest. Don't think I want to go down there yet.
Got it.
Whoa! Run, 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 run. Holy mother of God. We did it. We did it. Let's save it after that.
Nice.
Tactical shotgun. Tack shot. There more of these bastards over here, are there?
All together. Nice
Oh
one.
my God. Goodbye, whoever you were. But you gave me a lot of XP. What did she have? She had something. It was a big weapon, whatever she had. That's one of the bandits I needed to get as well.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
We'll have to go through all this stuff that we're picking up soon.
Always wanted to say that.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Right in the vitals.
Jesus, where's the next one?
The vitals.
The enemy's just like mob. Come from everywhere.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
You're Zoe? Your people are looking for you.
What, you mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, it must be my natural charisma.
I'm impressed. How did you put it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
Why did you lead the
I
camp?
got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Okay, there was something else.
I've got all the time and
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
I can't imagine you're happy out here. Food's awful, company worse, and no serial dramas.
And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
You do. Can I fast travel there? Nope. Botanical lab, there we go. And there's Grace.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders. They hadn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll leave you be. Okay. There we go, that'll do for now. And then next one I'll spend some more on Other bits and pieces, put it that way. What do we want her to have? We want her to have an assault rifle. Perks. She needs health, that's for sure. Okay.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery, that's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I needed to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
A hero to you, maybe.
A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
What happens to Edgewater if I help?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Okay, I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Alright. I suppose we can make a decision when we get there. Taking as many drugs as you have has turned to an addiction, making you suffer withdrawal if you go too long without another hit. I don't like that because... Yeah, I'm going to reject that one. Right, let's leave here. Not a fan of that.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Who? Where's Thomas?
Didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm just passing through.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
I think I picked one up already.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town.
Today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure.
Repair. That'll do for now. Oh, a bolter pistol. Well, I've repaired the plasma. That's enough. Holy... So many goddamn mines. What the hell?
From me.
This is their hideout.
Great work!
Ooh. That's tempting. Let's go in. Interesting. Quite a few of them in here. Five. Doc Mabel. Goodbye.
Everyone all right?
Nice. It's another finger. Finding it all now. So what pistols do I have? Light pistol, bolter pistol. What is this one? It's got a scope on it. Lovely. Save it here. Mechanical sentry. Oh, God.
Don't mess with us.
Anyone else been alerted? No. That's good.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Hack this. Disarmed security fences. Okay. Anything else in here of importance? No. Combat drone. I'd rather not get into combat with all these goddamn mechs. Can't think of anything worse, actually. Stealth around. Best way. Oh, we're in. Thank God. Skill points available. Lovely, that'll do. Okay. What do we got in here?
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Beginning security.
Incoming!
What? Jesus.
Down they go! Here they come! We made it!
Where the hell did they come from? I didn't see them anywhere. No, we don't want to go there. Okay. Right. Onwards and upwards, they say. Don't have the parts for that. Security Chief's key card we need for that room. Unlocked door. Personal log. See if I can scan for any information. Okay, nothing interesting there. Right. Sealed. Right, okay, let's go this way. Nothing there. Okay, this is where the power is routed, apparently. Redirect power. Electrical track switches. Where are they?
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
They're in the room that we can't get into. Facility is in a state of lockdown. Authorization passcode required. And where are we going to find that? Maybe on the computer at the start? It's locked up there. Nope, not there. Interesting. What's up here? Nothing about... Nothing about a security code.
Easy.
So how the hell do I get into it then? Trying to... There's nothing I can see that has anything to do with it. Okay. Then I don't know what the answer is. No idea. No idea. Somehow I've got to get in there. I have not got a clue. There isn't anything anywhere. I don't know what I'm missing, guys. No idea. I've been everywhere. Nowhere has any form of pin or code or terminal or anything. Oh. That was silly.
Here we go. Everyone all right? Nice one.
That was very, very silly of me. I should have just pushed enter passcode and
Okay, gone quiet.
expected it to work. Right, let's continue. Forget that little mishap.
We're pretty good at this.
Right, that's those down.
There's two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Plenty of stuff here, though. That little... what's that? Yeah, this little note here is suggesting that there's a copy of the mechanical engineering thing here. Okay. Anything else in here? That's the key card to the place downstairs. Can't get into that.
Get away!
Oh my god, someone down here.
Mind the steam.
Oh.
You're liable to get scalded.
Lovely.
Everyone all right?
Excellent. That's that done. No more bloody valves releasing steam. Ooh. Tinker. Need to repair this. Insufficient weapon parts. Nice. Oops. Okay. This is one.
Where to go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale? Watch out!
Nice. She goes down so easily. Okay, let's back the way we came. Okay, here's the last one.
That's the last. I'm not sure what the right is. All I know is the decision's final.
Yeah. I'm also not sure what the right is. I'm gonna have to think about it before I do it. Seems too obvious. Let's see. What a lovely little hole. Here goes nothing.
Once we do this, there's no going back.
Might create a little save.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Reed tells me Edgewater's going to die without workers in power.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
I see your point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Here goes nothing.
The rightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they didn't care much for me. In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker?
You sounded worried.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I'm going to guess you're not a drinker yourself.
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on. Sorry.
If you want to talk about it, I'm happy to listen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Where are we? He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
You sure? He nearly fell over when he saw you.
He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Alright. Well, I'm fairly certain I heard someone down here. Let's go and check it out before we leave. Well, I thought I did anyway.
No, just leave me alone.
I was right. There is someone down here.
Go away, Phantom. Phantom!
What do you mean, phantom?
You're not real! You're not real! Get away from me, Phantom! Shoot! Scram!
Calm down. I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Uh-huh. And what exactly do you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
Oh, God.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
If you worked on these mechanicals, you must know where to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I can deal with the mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they...
Yeah,
Forgot.
I'll do. I've already dealt with all the mechanicals, so I don't really need to do anything. Kind of redundant me actually going to see him, but I did get his volume of the handbook, the engineering handbook, which is what I need for that quest, so it was kind of worth it. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Alright. We should leave this accursed place. Right, I guess I'm going back to break the bad news to them. I need to leave this place first.
Here they come!
Run, 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 run! Oh, come on, Pavati. Okay, come on then. I suppose it's XP at the end of the day. Right, let's travel. I wonder if they attack me. Oh look, yeah.
Everybody keeps staring. No, kid. The Geo 2 hole.
Thank you. I'll pass that to you. Okay, here we go.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Reed needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility.
Ooh.
And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
What happened to you, Adelaide? All this anger had to come from somewhere.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not
Reed isn't just going to leave his post. I'll need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
That's disgusting.
If I were in a better mood, I might be inclined to try and change your mind.
Yeah.
We'll talk later. Oh my god.
One of us want to go.
Any luck finding one of the...
You won't survive without power. It's time to go back to Edgewater.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working.
So don't work at the cannery. You wanted to be an engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe it's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater and I'm as good as dead to her.
Leave Adelaide behind. I'm gonna try and talk Reed into stepping down.
You know where to find...
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into...
There's nothing left for you here. It's time to get back to Edgewater.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Don't do anything hasty. I'm gonna try and talk Reed into stepping down.
Sure.
Alright, let's go. Let's see if we can do it. Maybe we can. Maybe we can persuade him. 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 Maybe fucking lift music does me every time.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back so long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
A change of leadership might be what this... You let Adelaide's son die.
Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. Company never gave us enough medication to treat the whole town. So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child or someone else's. She's never forgiven me. I don't expect she ever will.
You say you've done your best, but all I see is a town falling to pieces.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with the plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
The town doesn't eat anything but salt tuna. Of course you're going to get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here, and only salt tuna.
What exactly are you putting in those cans?
Processed, liquefied, retextured salt tuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly salt tuna. We've been experiencing a salt tuna shortage, you see. So we've had to improvise. We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like salt tuna in the end.
That can't be healthy.
Health is a state of mind, friend. Afflictions in one's body are reflections of afflictions in one's work ethic and attitude. Now listen, I do not know what pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life.
Adelaide's found the way to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
She's growing her crops with a special fertilizer.
And when you say special fertilizer, you mean what exactly?
Corpses, mostly human.
Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery.
I'm not in the mood to argue. You want Adelaide's help, step down.
You're right. I am being obstinate. If the best thing I can do for this town is to stand down, then stand down I shall. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
What are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You won't last a day outside the walls, you know.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
You don't have to do this, you know.
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague.
This can't be easy for you.
I have always tried to do right.
Okay. Let's go talk to Adelaide.
Something you need?
I'm never gonna get tired of that lift music. Oh, whoops. Alright. Let's go speak to Adelaide. While near hostiles. What hostiles am I near? Let's go. Let's see what she has to say now.
Look at that.
I talked Reed into leaving. Come back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Edgewater's better off with you running the place.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Take care. And I've got my power regulator. Woohoo! Okay. Let's do my skills. Bit of ranged. Bit of dialogue. Bit of defense. And a bit of leadership. Perks. We'll have that. Lovely. Return to the unreliable.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
I can understand not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy in Edgewater.
Oh, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin. It's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Hmm. The vicar's here.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm
Outstanding,
doing.
Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Okay.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Repair my stuff. Oh, I can't repair it. I still don't have enough bits.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed
All
it.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Nice.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
This better be quick.
Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Get to the point, Phineas.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Right, let's go to my quarters. Holographic shroud projects a disguise of you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas. Okay. Sort that out another time. Sleep
You
there.
might want to consider changing your clothes more often.
Sam. Where is everyone? Are they not on the ship? Anywhere? Okay. We will save the game here and end the episode. Nice, long, lovely episode to get the chunk of the start done. Now, the journey begins. I've been Ryan Plays Games. If you like what I do, please like and subscribe. See you in another episode. Goodbye.